you meet guys or girls that night out, you get their contact info, follow up with those people the next day, shoot a message to them. Or ideally, while you're with them that night, before you end the interaction, you already hint at you guys doing something in the future on a set day or possibly next week, or yo, you guys gotta come out and party with us next weekend. I think we're gonna go to blah, blah, blah. I'll shoot you a message, I'll hit you up next week. I'm seeding the idea that we're gonna hang out in the future. I do that while I'm still with them in that initial interaction. Then I follow up with them the next day. Last night, I was out at the bar, met a couple people that was out. I connected with them. I haven't met them before, but we were vibing. The interaction was going well. They seemed cool. It seemed like they knew people too. It seemed like there was potential value proposition in place. So as I was connecting with them, I was like, yo, by the way, I'm gonna be throwing a big Halloween party end of next month. I want you guys to come. I'm not even 1000% sure I'm gonna throw that party, but I use that as a means of hinting at we could meet up in the future sometime. You could do this with guys and girls. You talk about going out next week, you talk about an event that you have coming up next month, and you tell them like, yo, I'm gonna be doing blah, 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 you should come. I do that in person while I'm with them. They agree, we start vibing a little bit more, we exchange contact info, whether it's phone number or IG. In this case, the one person I was talking to, they were like, I'm so down, that sounds fucking lit. We were already talking about what's going on for Halloween, this and that. I seed the idea that we're gonna do something in the future. They agree, cool, we keep the interaction going. I tease them, I take the invitation off the table in a playful way as a means of making the interaction more fun and teasing and playful and challenging. And obviously it's a joke, but it's kind of like, you know, it's a little jab, especially if it's with a girl. And then later on in the interaction, once we actually connect, I re-solidify the idea that we're gonna do the activity. Now, in all seriousness though, I was joking earlier, I really do wanna go do blah, blah, blah with you, because you're cool as fuck, because of blah, blah, blah. By actually bringing it up multiple times like that, it just solidifies the idea in the person's mind even more. Because if you were gonna hang out with anybody and they talked once about saying, oh, actually one day we should go do blah, 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 and they agree, it's not really that set in stone. The more times you can talk about doing an activity, the more real and the more solidified the idea becomes in the person's mind. Now, I don't like to just keep pushing and pushing and pushing. I'm not like, oh, we gotta go get sushi. Oh, we gotta go get sushi. Oh, I really like you. We really gotta go get sushi. That's try hard by bringing it up 3 times that way. What I like to do is we bring it up, cool, we talk about it. The next time I bring it up, I'm taking it off the table in a joking, pushing away. And then the 3rd time I bring it up, it's actually re-solidifying. It's almost like a push-pull invitation. But by doing it multiple times, it makes the idea very solidified because we talked about it several different times. But since the middle one was a takeaway, it doesn't come off try hard. It's like, it's a really good way of solidifying a plan with somebody because you talk about the idea multiple times, but it's not in a pushy way because the second one was like it was a takeaway. You took away the invitation. And you could use this concept for a bunch of different aspects of your game, guys. Same thing with escalation. Instead of just trying to escalate, and getting closer and closer and closer to the girl, you want to take away. Because by taking away, it makes the next not as try hard. So you escalate a little bit, the girl does something, you pull away, you push her away. You do that, and then again, follow up with the leads the next day. So the people I connected with last night, I reached out to one of them, but ironically enough, I woke up and the other one had reached out to me and was like, hey, it was a lot of fun last night, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, bet, I'll hit you guys up next weekend if you want to come out. Okay, so that's how you can run a solid interaction without being try hard to get people reaching out, pursuing you, solidifying plans, and making genuine connections and contacts with people that you could actually bring into your life, you know, instead of just getting like flaky ass phone numbers that you never, because if you don't do any of this stuff and you never bring up the idea of doing something with that person, there's no teasing, you're just pushing, the girl gives you a phone number and you don't follow up, and then weeks go by, that number's gonna go nowhere, dude. His phone number's gonna go nowhere. That IG's gonna go nowhere. Girl's gonna like end up unfollowing you, or when you reach out to her a week or 2 later, she just like leaves you on red, you know? So these are good techniques you can get to really solidify things and get solid contact numbers and Instagrams and stuff.